Hello, and welcome to the eLearning and Instructional Design for Beginners podcast, where new and aspiring instructional designers start, grow, and advance their careers in instructional design and online learning development. I'm your host, Crystal Harper. I'm a former school teacher who transitioned to instructional design, all while working full-time as a single mom. Would you like to become a successful instructional designer without the burden of earning another degree? Well, then let's get started. When I was first learning instructional design like you, I was very confused as to how I should actually build my portfolio. And I also had no idea how important it really was. I really wish I'd known that in the beginning of my instructional design journey. Building a portfolio is great practice for every professional, but it's a must-have in instructional design. A good portfolio can set you apart from the rest of the candidates. Your portfolio needs to be professionally designed and organized, and each deliverable needs to be clearly and properly designed prior to presenting it to potential employers or clients. It should not only be well organized, but well thought out. It needs to be of high quality and professionalism of materials and appearance and presentation and performance. Your portfolio should reflect what you've learned over time. It should also reflect and include items that you've created that demonstrate your learning and expertise. Your portfolio demonstrates your abilities, your creativity, and knowledge for potential employers and clients. Keep this focus as you build each section of your portfolio and as you're continuing with the remaining steps in this process. One of the biggest problems that I first faced when I first got started, and really the biggest problem that I see a lot of other people face when it comes to building their portfolio, is figuring out what components that should be included in the portfolio. When I was first learning instructional design, like you, I was very confused as to how I should actually build my portfolio. And I also had no idea how important it really was. I really wish I would have known that in the beginning. If so, I would have started working on my portfolio from the very beginning. However, it wasn't until my last semester in school that I actually learned this. But thankfully, the university that I attended provided a course that walked me through building my portfolio. Except I really wish I had taken it a little earlier than at the very end. What I learned in the course about building my portfolio was so helpful. So that's what I'm going to talk with you about right now. Instructional design is a field rooted in learning theories and instructional models. While institutions and companies often share and practice common theories and models, each has its own mission and expectations that drives its practices and ultimately its choices in staff. When a hiring committee is considering you as a potential candidate, they will want to know if your beliefs, theories, and practices will support and/or enhance their company's environment. By providing potential employers with your portfolio, you offer them a glimpse of who you are, what you've accomplished, and what you believe in as an instructional designer. Building a portfolio is great practice for every professional to have, no matter what industry you're in, but it's a must-have for instructional designers. A good portfolio can set you apart from the rest of the candidates. Your portfolio should be professionally designed and organized. Each deliverable in your portfolio should be clearly and properly designed prior to presenting it to your potential employers. It should not only be well organized, but well thought out. Minimum information as listed on this screen should be included in your portfolio. Your portfolio should be of high quality and professionalism of materials and appearance and presentation and performance. Your portfolio should reflect what you've learned over time. It should also reflect and include items that you've created and demonstrate your learning and expertise. Your portfolio demonstrates your abilities, creativity, and knowledge for potential clients and employers. Keep this focus as you build each section of your portfolio as outlined on the screen. Your portfolio should include projects and products that you developed and you're most proud of, and an employer or client would be interested in seeing your skills. So common components of your instructional design portfolio includes materials that you've created, including the skills that you've obtained and competencies that you've developed, your personal philosophy of training, your professional resume that we'll also discuss more about later, your website and or blog, and your philosophy statement. When you build your portfolio, you need to create at least 3 solid project pieces. You want your core portfolio pieces to be as polished as possible. Your samples should tell the story of how you've used a variety of ways to solve problems with design, demonstrating not only your skills, but also your style, your ability to manage projects, and your overall professionalism. So I recommend including 3 projects, 1 main project that's a full functioning online course, and then at least 1 supporting project, and if you can, at least 1 paid project. The main projects need to show off your understanding of the entire instructional design process. They should demonstrate that you can, number 1, identify a goal that you can solve with instructional design, and number 2, use the instructional design process to achieve the goal. This will be the project that you're most proud of, the one that employers and clients look at and say, wow, we want this person on our team. Following all the steps from start to finish and incorporating as much possible that I discuss here will get you that project. So that's what we're going to be talking about in the next 10 of the 12 steps to becoming an instructional designer. I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process for you to develop a full functioning online course, as well as the supporting projects for your instructional design portfolio. Some hosting sites that I suggest. First, Weebly. Weebly provides fully customizable website themes and elements. And then there's Google Sites. I liked Google Sites at first. It's really easy to set up efficiently, but it doesn't have as much wiggle room to mess around with. I feel like Google Sites hasn't really developed lately, but we'll see. Maybe in the next coming years, it'll get better. So if you really want to wow your potential employers or client, I suggest Wix. It might cost you a little more money, but I think it's totally worth it. Wix allows for much more customization and provides templates that's specifically for portfolios. The mastermind will help you figure out where you're at in your journey. Start there and do the next thing. All of those small steps will add up to huge success. Go ask questions, be engaged in the forums so that you can get ideas and opinions from other people who are going through similar issues. You do have all the tools that you need to build a successful instructional design portfolio. You've got to commit to your success and follow a plan. You've got to put your success and your future at the top of the list. It should be ahead of everything. So commit to your success, commit to following the guidelines discussed in this workshop, and I promise you, you will build an amazing instructional design portfolio.